A friend of David Bain says the murder accused had a premonition something bad was going to happen just days before 5 Bain family members were slain. The former Dunedin man's retrial for the killings is taking place at the High Court in Christchurch. Vicky Wilkinson-Baker has more.
David Bain, in court as one of his close friends talks about a premonition he had just days before his family was murdered.
And he said that he thought that something horrible was going to happen.
Walking along the beach several days after the murders, they talked about what happened.
I asked David whether this was the something horrible that he'd seen, spoken about on the Tuesday, and he reacted very strongly. He basically took 2 steps forward and dropped to his knees. He was holding his stomach, he was really upset, sort of dry sobbing.
He then wanted some time on his own.
Had a good old yell. He shouted and screamed, and it was about 15-20 minutes before he came back down again.
She showed the court a drawing she'd made of grazes on his chest.
One of the things, he said, I can't remember getting this. And he moved his shirt and he had scratches on his left side coming down.
We weren't allowed to even record the evidence of another witness who dated him. He'd written her a love poem, given her a rose. After the murders, she says they talked about who killed the family.
If it's my father, I can never forgive him. If it's me, and I interrupted him and said, David, you could never do this.
And in cross-examination, the defence made the point that early on he'd told this friend he wasn't the killer.
He then said, this is David, said, I didn't do it.
That's correct.
But in the days before the murders, he'd also told her that anyone he'd ever loved, he ended up hurting. Vicky Wilkinson-Baker, One News.